Hey, good morning, Math 7 students. All right, today's Khan Academy. One-step equations with negatives, add and subtract them. So there's kind of three levels of it. There's your easy level, which I have right here. I'm gonna lock that in place. There's your medium level, which is right here. I'll lock that in place. And then your more difficult level, which is right there. And when I say more difficult, it's not terrible. It's just a little more difficult. So let's start with this one. Here's kind of a nice way to read this. We know that we want to end up with what it equals. We want to end up at negative 12. So we want to end up right here at negative 12, and I kind of have a nice little thermometer to measure that. So if we're going to end up at negative 12, then we can look at the numbers over here as our starting point, which means we're starting at 22. So we start right up here at 22. And the question becomes, when we start at 22, to get from 22 or to negative 12, did the numbers go up or down? And I think you can see, again, from 22 to negative 12, we're going down. So we know our answer has to be a negative right off the bat, okay? So I'm going to put that negative sign right in there. Boom, because we know it went down. Now, how much did it go down? Sometimes this is where people get confused, but by using the thermometer, I think makes it easy. You get from negative 2 to 0. Do you guys see how it already went down 12 degrees? And then to get from 0 to negative 12, it went down an additional 12 more degrees. Altogether, how many degrees to get from 22 to negative 12 did the temperature have to go down? Hopefully you agree with me when you say, oh, it went down 34 degrees. So your answer is negative 34. Hopefully that makes good sense and you're not confused by that. I'm going to move this. Whoa! That's kind of fun. Okay, we're going to do it a different way here. We're going to go like that. Nope, that's not right. See how much fun we have when we try to make these fun little things. We're going to group that one. Boom. Let's get rid of that group. There, we'll take you out of there. Next one. Now, when you have a common denominator, you don't have to do a whole lot to that because it's already common denominator. We just know the denominator on that is going to be 20. We're going to have to put some number. I'll put a question mark for that number for right now. We're going to have to put some number on the top. So it's going to be some number over 20. And we don't know if it's positive or negative yet, but we'll figure that out. Excuse me. Now, notice our finishing value is at 17. We don't need the 20. I mean, we could, but let's just worry since we already have a common denominator. We're only going to worry about the numerators. We have a finishing number of 17. So let's change this to 17. And let's put our arrow where it should go, about there. Okay. We had a starting number. So this time it started at negative 13. Well, we're almost right on the right spot. We'll just fix that real quick. To negative 13. We'll lower that 1 degree. Right about there, maybe. Perfect. Not too much. Now you'll notice this time we started at negative 13. Put that right. That red line goes right at 0, as you can see. So we started at negative 13. We want to finish at positive 17. So to get from negative 13 to 0, it went up 13 degrees. Then to get from 13 or from 0 to 17, it went up 17 additional degrees. Altogether, this went up how many degrees? Hopefully you just said 30. It went up 30, so that's a positive. So you put in 30 over 20. Now the problem is if you put in 30 over 20 on Khan Academy, it will say you're almost there, but you need to simplify your fraction. Let's see, 30 over 20 could simplify to, oh yeah, 3 over 2. So we'll just change that to 3 over 2, and that would be our answer. Okay? All right, let's move that out of there. Now, take a look at this third one. Notice that we do not have a common denominator yet, okay? So we need a common denominator. Well, to get from 2 to 8, couldn't we multiply by 4? Yeah, we could. So on the bottom, we would have 8. And on the top, if we multiply the bottom by 4, we also need to multiply the top by 4. So then we'd have a 4 on the top. The only issue is, notice that there's a negative sign in front of this. So we're going to take that 4. Negatives always go on the top, guys. Always go on the top. So I'm going to take that and put that little negative sign if I can click in front of that. Aren't I having fun right now? Hey, there we go. Boom, -4. So our fraction is -4/8. I'll group that together. Boom. So our new fraction right here is actually -4/8. You can see that. I'll move it over the side so we don't get confused. So now that we have a common denominator, we don't need to worry about the denominator. We know, I'm going to clone this right now real quick. Clone, move you down here. We know the answer is not -4/8, but we got the denominator down there. We will just need to change, so I'm going to ungroup this for a second. All the magics of TV, or in this case, a video. We know I don't note this answer is on the top, so we're going to put question mark up there again. I don't need the negative question mark because we don't know what it is yet. There we go. So we are going to finish at -9. So we're going to move our little thing up here to whoops, I do need the negative. -9. And -9 is much closer to 10 than that. We're going right to there. And we started where? Well, we started right here at -4. Ooh, it's below 0 already. Let's go. Boom, below 0. We're going to change that number to -4. Now, to get from -4 to -9, first of all, did the temperature go up or down? Hopefully you said it went down. And you're going to notice I don't have a 0 degree on this one because from -4 to -9, we never pass 0. So this little red arrow that indicates 0, we don't need that. So now I'm going to regroup this one. To get from -4, oh, that's kind of cool. To get from this point here to that point there, hopefully you agree the temperature went down. I'm going to slide it over on this side. It just went down, but because it didn't have to go past the 0, it only went down how many degrees? And hopefully right now you're saying, well, it only went down 5. So actually this one wasn't that hard. I kind of promised you that earlier. -5. Oh, I should get rid of that question mark. So your answer in this one should be, boom. Your answer in this one should be to get from -4 to -9, it went down 5 more degrees out of the 8. Remember to keep your denominator there. Can't simplify that one, so that's all we got. Hey guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.